Hello, folks. I'm the Red. This is Hollywood Animal. And last we left off, we noticed that we were kind of hemorrhaging money. Um, let's be careful about it. Let's try our best to fix the problem. But there's nothing we're going to immediately do here. Uh, interlinear translation has 20% of 12 is 6,000. If we set up distribution, we're gonna say 10,000 screenings a week. Amber Spilt is at 0% and distribution. I mean, this is one of the better ones that we've done recently. And there we go. That's another 5 million back in the banks. You want less than 1 million, Pauline, for a 5-year contract. Let's go ahead and throw everything in a safety deposit box as the police try to line their own pockets. Serve your nation. This is a movie which I'm not going to put a second unit on this. I don't think it'll save us money. I'm gonna stop doing security staff on sets for a little bit. Also, if I remember, these luxurious banquets are less cost effective than the normal banquets. So let's cut down to the normal banquets. Ah, we can do straight up aliens now. It's nice. I'm thinking that let's go story workshop, create a sequel to Tudor Island, which was Melo's movie. For some reason, I just wanted to type in Veronica, Betty and Veronica. I picked the name Betty kind of off the top of my head. The Cursed Woman. Tudor Island. This was sci-fi. It was literally just Betty and the Cursed Woman. We didn't even have an ending. I'm gonna drop the undead because we have undead. I'm gonna go. Let's go themes of Runaway. I'm looking for the one that says yeah, small town to big time. For our antagonist, I mean, we're sci-fi. We went undead. Oh. I was looking for the alien, and it's just okay. If I say send this here, and then I go scripts, synopsis, Tudor Island 2, click antagonist, does this now repopulate the list? Nominally. Maybe I should do it again? I saw a flash there. I don't like that. We're gonna change the setting to a city. Modern American city. There we are. I'm gonna take one more shot. No. Evil exposed. Supporting characters. Include a first victim. I don't think femme fatale works conceptually for this. Themes. I really don't like having this game just like remove things from scene from yeah, like we just have things missing here. Crime of necessity, one last job. Although they hover here, but if I come here, oh, then I am getting hovering. But only on some things, not all. Mysterious guide. Let's call the first victim a woman. It's sci-fi. Should it be an ancient evil? Of the things we have, and we could just go evil monster, which is a little more sci-fi. I mean, I could just say robot, but that's not where I was going with this conceptually. The last was the undead. It's a detective. Let's add some action to it. Why was it called Tudor Island? And I'm not asking that realistically. I'm asking that as post-hoc justification. Crime of necessity. Rescue mission. Protagonist pulled back in. Mob war. Do I want the mob war? So anything I would like more? Ambush. Sure, let's go with this. And yeah, we can just call it Tudor Island too. So the last one was set in a small town. I mean, it could be a coastal island town. Tudor was used as a name. Betty Tudor. Lady Tudor. Yeah. And we're going to call it Tudor Island 2, even though it's now off the island. Purely as name recognition. There's my justification. Herbert? Yeah, you're going to write this. Sure. I don't see why I would pay someone else to do so when you're already working for us. Don't have anything for you. I'm gonna check corked bottle here. None of these elements are going to become a problem based on what's already being released. So, as a cork bottle, you are a Wild West soldier with a curse. Let's go with this one. I want Irvine. I'm gonna go 24, 20, 16, 12. Apply. Advertising, not young women, so let's go men, newspapers, and maybe the radio? Maybe Piazzolla? I don't know. We can apologize for the debauchery. I mean, we're such a high reputation. A little bit of apologizing for things that have nothing to do with us is fine. We've got another contract to renew here, and you're going to ask for very little. sub 500. I'm going to say let's start another project here. Largus, yeah. Let's pick this one up. Cinematographer. I'll give this to Bruce. Soundstage. You want to do everything on the soundstage, so you can. Filming tech will include the blue term vivid, film sound, extras. This is Civil War. Actually, let's cut back on the extras. I don't think this film needs it. For a producer... Yeah, Kevin Foley, why don't you do it? For a director, Elmer. Our farm girl, Pauline. Criminal mastermind, Bobby. What are you doing outside of your contract? The contract must have just finished. Hasn't had the time to even try to renew yet. Yeah, you want 3 million. 3 million is reasonable for you. Which means you're gonna play the criminal mastermind here. You have played a criminal mastermind relatively recently, but I really don't care. Yeah, let's let this all tick along. We're not doing security officers right now. Yeah, I'll give you a second unit. I don't know why I really shouldn't have. I'm saying adventure soldiers don't really work. This... I'm gonna send this to the script doctor. Maurice. Finish. Okay. Rips from the Sea is a sequel to Duelist's Haven, right? Yes. Which is Joanne Spencer. She's working on something in pre-production. From the Sea. Ancient Idiot. Ancient Evil. Lydia Globe doesn't necessarily need to reprise the role. It doesn't really. I don't need to think about that too much. What I was thinking about was Maurice Fox, you're an action writer. If I'm looking at our technologies here, one more time I'm going to consider... I just don't think I care about the Dupler compact. That's 3-6 in practicality. 3... You have 6-7 with the Flumen. Quality is 6. Quality is 5 with the Dupler compact S. Although the economy becomes better. So what do you want us to do for this? 1 film set in World War II, 3 action films, and a commercial rating of 5 or higher. So you don't actually want low quality films. You want... I'm just not thrilled enough with that to care too much. And I don't want to give up color. I just don't. More than anything else, that's the thing driving me. Maurice, you are a detective writer. Interlinear translation. Actually, let me check just our general releases here. Place Under the Sun. Not detective at all. It was like the only element that it wasn't. Search for the Black Cloak. So the previous one was a detective thriller. This added some significant action elements. Timothy McKinney, the sidekick, died. Jane Fisher, femme fatale. Serial killer Peter, his character died. This ending was the protagonist rescues the hostages. I might write a sequel to this. Sure. Search for the Black Cloak. Let's I don't know why I'm reaching over there because I don't need to. Release dates. Yeah, I don't know why that. I don't know what the order is initially, but tweaking it. The mastermind. I'm gonna hit continue here because I know I can go placeholder and go back. This is Modern American Cities. That's what I was looking for. So I know you're a criminal mastermind. what I think I'm gonna go is I'm gonna name you Black Hat. Something maybe a little more interesting. Just the tiniest bit. Yeah, we're gonna remove the character here because the actor died. We want to remove Prison Break. Maybe keep the mob war element. Remove the thrilling trace and the betrayal. I'm wondering. No, let's have Black Hat be the recurring villain here. And let's have the antagonist getting punished for characters. Gonna introduce a rival and a key witness for themes. Ambush. And shootout. Let's go search for the Black Cloak was the only one I remember. I'm gonna double check what the other was named before I put that in for certain. Yeah, this one, the release date remains the same. Oh, it was literally the Silver Dagger. Did I name that, or did I copy the name because it was what I was thinking of? Yeah, this is why I checked. So we're not naming it Search for the Silver Dagger because that's the original. What we're gonna go is script synopsis. Oh, and it didn't even save it. Search for the red. I'm going red eye, but then that just makes me think red eye flights, and that just, it doesn't sound threatening. Severed hand. And Maurice, you're writing that. In an interview with City Lights, Federal Trade Commission Chairman Eric Sawyer spoke out sharply against Gerstein Brothers' aggressive takeover of the movie theater market. Imagine a farmer who grows pitiful corn. At the same time, he owns the only store that sells corn. It's absurd. Imagine a farmer who grows pitiful corn, and at the same time, he owns the only store that sells corn. It's absurd. Mr. Gerstein is a clear violation of antitrust law, and believe me, he knows it just as well as you and me. He just thinks he can get away with it. But I've already spoken with some of my colleagues, including members of the House Committee, and I think we've got a good chance of getting this case in front of the Supreme Court. I'm going to have Felix go fishing for ideas. And a couple of scripts being written here. I don't need to write a third right now. Western Kennel. You're at 2% of your 200. So what I want is for you to go... I mean, we might as well just go like that. Western Kennel's got a B at the Kino mark. 3-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star. Meh. If we check our actors... You're in pre-production. So let me go start project. The rat quarter. Yeah. Get a cinematographer on this one because we can just barely grab this. But I don't know if any of this is going to be improved by being on soundstage, so no. In that case, don't even bother. Jasper Day prefers to shoot on location anyways. Blue Term Vivid. Film. American Civil War. Yeah, let's get plenty of people as extras. As for producers... Jack... Actually, Sydney, what you're looking for something here. Director. I'm gonna say adventure. For our hopeless romantic. Yeah, we can give this to Melo. And then we need a criminal mastermind. Peter Holland. Okay. I can't do it from this screen. Maybe I can do it from the other. You're still bugged. So, I'm looking for a criminal mastermind. And you're modest. Bobby, you're actually a great find. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab scoop down to Peter Holland here. I can't fire you. Why can't I fire you? Well, I'm going to say if we look at the Bounty Huntress, your least fresh idea is having a villain's right hand and an evil transformation, which Corked Bottle, you have neither of those elements, so it's safe to release the Bounty Huntress like immediately. This was the sci-fi. Yeah, this was the one where I was thinking, you know, kind of prototypical sci-fi women front cover sex appeal. In space. Let's go with this one. I don't know. These are all kind of messy. And then if I go here, we go 24, 20, 16, 12. We get Irvine to print it. We start selling here. We end here. You want boys, not women. Van Piazzolla, something like that. I think might do well. Garbage Man. This is a trash script. Does it have trash elements? It has multiple trash elements, including generous profanity. I'm going to throw it on the shelf, although I don't think it'll ever actually get done. Why are you trying to limit what we can offer our employees? Cold look. Modern European town. I'm going to say ideas, historical, Victorian English, ambitious woman. Joe, why don't you write that? And I'm gonna have these two go check out elements. Mortal Soul. You're gonna start production on this. No security. Banquet's done. So let's continue holding our more modest banquets nowadays. Little girl has finished production. Raphael, why don't you take it? Then, Meryl, you can too. Use good quality. We're in no rush. Although we seem to still be hemorrhaging money. I'm going to put 750 down. Ooh, not that much. 750 down on this. Yeah, I didn't need to go that much. Well, now. That's something to unlock. I want to do accelerated training. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna throw it right back in. Western Kennel, a quarter of 12. At our screenings, we can leave at 12 to start off with. Or maybe 15. We're not getting as many initial viewings on these. But a quarter of 12 is 6,000. If I go set up distribution, I want 10,000. I'm gonna rent. Oh, we can't rent anything. You can end distribution here. Corked bottle. Oscar Morris, how much are you gonna ask? 3 million? Yeah, something like that. Dystopian futuristic city. Which is a trash element. Let's see what this one is. Actually, I don't know if we'll get that to an episode. It takes a couple of months to write those. Bone Grinder gave it 1. Corked Bottle, not a good movie. Engineering, 25% invention speed, 50% be years. So, I mean, this is the direction we're going over here. It's gonna be quite a while until we get Research Group 3. Nothing to be done about it. Let's start project on this. Okay. So Verloka, the forest giant, has love interests as a potentially in a magical lesson, which the bounty huntress has neither of those things. So you've been sitting here for quite a while. You know what? That looks like the artistically just the best one. So I'm overspending virtually every time. So what I should spend is like 16, 14, 12, 10. I'm not sure I need to go that low. Advertising, newspapers, radios, billboards. Here's Ola. Um, 15, 14, 13. Luxurious corporate parties. So, say grand banquets. A couple of years until we get them, but that's fine. I'm worrying about how fast our money's dropping. So if I throw a corporate party now, yeah. Let's hold a banquet. And a wizard war. And start post-production. Raphael, sure. And Mel, sure. False Rabbi is another 5-star script that we're just gonna shell. The Rat Quarter. Wait, what? Oh, you're not a script you're writing. You're an actual thing. So if I check our agents here, you're busy with police surveillance. Yeah, so you two, we want you to finish your training. Your 4% of, let's set up distribution and just call it 500. One more time. Betty, a couple of people wanting their contract renewed. Getting fairly consistent now. Although none of you are asking that much. Corked bottle. Yeah, so 60% of 24,000. If I went 2,400, let's call it 2,500. I'm looking at 10, 15,000 as our top. So 16 is a good number for these, especially now that we've had our ability to rent taken away. Okay. 3,000, set up distribution. Capping out at 5,000. The Bounty Huntress. A at the Kino mark. Exquisite cinnamon. Bone Grinder. A female bounty hunter. To the average viewer, they may sound like a farce, but the average intellect is not designed to comprehend even the most rudimentary manifestations of the unconventional. The markers of this film turn the classic hero on its head, but the feeble-minded majority won't appreciate such sophistication. It's entirely beyond them. Okay. Let's see how it actually does. That's the real question. Hazel Rice wants her contract extended. Which is an easy choice. Tudor Island 2, the script is done. Let's shelve it for just a moment. I'm going to say, Herbert, find us a story idea. Perfect Love. Your elements, cowboy, patriarchal, love interest. So what I'm interested is, Veroka, you have a love interest. So Perfect Love is getting held off on. The Chinese ribbon has no elements that are threatening to go stale. So It's the next one to come out here. I'm looking at the script. Lovable Rogue and East Asian. I'll pick this one. It is rated at 6 stars, so I'm gonna go 16,000, 15, 14, 13. Actually, for this last one, I am just gonna go 12,000. Advertising campaign. It's gonna be the same as we've been using continuously. You're saying boys, not women. Let's go these two. Oh, what I'm thinking is maybe we should I want a sci-fi action adventure. Put it in a dystopic futuristic city. Actually, let's put it in space. Because we have an alien. Toxic Revenger. We're supporting characters. Let's grab a femme fatale. Let's grab a mentor. Or actually, rather than a mentor, an angry boss. For finale, protagonist restores faith in ideals. As for elements, I don't think Ace Combat's exactly what we want. Oh. Final showdown with the alien at some point. Torture in captivity. Maybe that's why he becomes toxic. Social rejection. Let's just do some lowbrowed humor. As for naming this, the Green Beast, I'm going to hand this over to Felix. And I'm going to immediately go story workshop. And oh, we haven't released any of our new trash movies. Horror, comedy, action. Let's say we set this in a town. And again, we want something trash. Headless Dwarven Hypnotist? Or yeah, we're gonna go with Headless Dwarven Hypnotist. I'm gonna say like a trio of women. Our protagonist will be an outcast. We want themes, social rejection, runaway, protagonists, close ones die. I think we'll also make this lowbrow. Let's have Brother in Arms for finale. Protagonist finds treasure. So with that in mind, let's include there's a search for treasure, right? Or search for a better life? The deep mines? Joe, I want you to write that. And we'll get started on those probably next time. Maybe. If we can find the room to produce them. We have been losing money. And it's concerning me that maybe we've overcommitted. We have a bunch of movies in production right now. And I think they'll come out. They'll be good when they come out. They'll make us money. We've got the little girl and the Wizard War are both here to run as a pair. I wonder how much I should give that in terms of, you know, room. Our movies are still making us money. It's just overhead. There's a lot of overhead. If I check our finances, yeah, we've lost 33 million this year. Expenses. I guess we put a lot into production. We haven't seen income from them. A lot of contract renewals. 38 million in contract renewals this year. Well, if I check last year, 25 million. Salaries were 8.4 last year. Salaries this year are close to 6 already, and we're not even, we're just past halfway through the year. I think we just put a lot of things into production this year. And hopefully a lot of it's good stuff. Some of it genuinely is. And we're writing scripts, which is actually writing the scripts is kind of slowing us down in terms of, you know, playing the game. But that's fine. That's just the way it's going to be. And with this amount of money that we are hemorrhaging, genuinely we should be slowing down. I need to check. And I could probably just do it off screen. I don't know why I'm looking at that. Oh, our security agents. You guys are almost through training. But we're gonna do their training next time. I think I've got to write notes for myself this time because we're in a sensitive position. With the amount of money we're losing, how fast we're losing it, we're looking at a spiral downwards. and we can't like that. If we bankrupt ourselves, I don't want to bankrupt the studio. I don't want that to be how this game ends. I want to push forward. I want to get through. I wonder if part of our loss, like we've just been losing money because we're not getting nearly as much income from the fact that a lot of people went to war and they're not going to see movies because, you know, they're out at war. In any case, all of that's consideration for next time. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time, where we will continue playing Hollywood Animal.